Oh yes, we got a session going on today. It's Friday, 7:45. Got the day booked off work. I'm fishing all weekend down at Orchid lakes, and I'm fishing with a load of the Katran boys. This is a little event that I've sorted out. So yeah, really looking forward to getting there. I'm literally 10 minutes away, just parked up around the corner. I'm going to make my way around there now and meet up with some of the lads, and yeah, a little walk around the lake and see what's happening. I'll see you in a bit. Right, we are down Orchid Lakes, walking around on my Larry, trying to find a few fish. I'm currently in nursery swim, which is up in this top corner here of the map, so I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to go yet. I've never been here before. I'm going to have a walk around. I know where I am. Yeah, we've got a little while. Yeah, we've got about 50 minutes until our session starts. I think we start at 9 o'clock. So yeah, I'm going to spend a little bit of time trying to hunt down a fish or two. If I can see something, it'll probably put us in a really good position. It's a really difficult water, some big fish in this lake. This is only a tiny little hidden channel of it. The main body of water is over there. So we've got some really good capable anglers down here today as well. So between us, I do think we're going to get a few fish out. It's going to be hard fishing, but I'm definitely more than up for the challenge, man. Beautiful lake, a lot of snags, a lot of weed. But even this swim looks really nice. I wouldn't even mind dropping in here. It's out of the way. If the fish get pushed out of the middle of the lake, they could well end up in a swim like this. But anyway, we're going to keep walking, see what we can find. It does look good though, man. I'm feeling it. And this weather is supposed to be picking up over the weekend as well. It's rained a little bit this morning, but it's warm. It's really warm. It's lovely. But yeah, we're going to crack on, have a look what's going on everywhere else. I am currently in a swim called No Man's. The wind is absolutely tearing down into this corner of the lake. Although I won't be on the main body of water, this might not be a bad shout. All the bird life, all the diving birds seem to be around the island over there and in the main body of water. So this might not actually be a bad shout coming down into No Man's here. Got a nice willow tree right here in front of me, loads of snags up against this bank here. It's nice comfortable fishing. I can sneak a rod down this little arm here and everything, so I think I'm going to bucket this swim up for now. I'm going to leave the bucket there. Yeah, because with this wind coming in and everything, you can see how windy it is. I don't fancy trying to launch out into the middle of the lake. I want to be quite accurate with what I'm doing, so I don't think this is going to be a bad shout at all. There'll probably be people in the double swim next to me. I'm going to go and check that out and see what sort of access they have to this willow tree here, so I can see how much they're going to cut me off if they're going to. I don't really want to be cut off. You've got to watch out for that as well, because this is a double swim. There's a lot of lines going in the water just from here. So I'm not sure if this is probably booked up already for the weekend. Some of the boys have probably got this swim already, but they'll probably be aiming for, it's the same sort of thing really. They'll be trying to hit the corner of these snags out here and to the island. Yeah, I'm going to leave the bucket in the swim. Still got a bit of time left anyway. I'm going to leave the bucket and then carry on having a walk around. The swim down in the bottom corner of the lake, called Alone, is underwater. So I don't think no one's going to drop in there, which gives me a huge bottom area of water where the carp can move into and feel safe away from everyone else if the pressure gets too much. So all of that down there is pretty much unfishable until you come to my swim, which is opposite here through the trees, and then there's more swims further on. So if the fish want to feel safe, they've got a massive chunk of water with hardly any lines in. I think that No Man's swim is going to be a good choice, but I'm going to see what's available around this island. My gear's ready now to be carted around the swim. Some of the boys are already round to some of their swims. Everyone's loaded up, ready to rock and roll. Like I said, we're fishing with some really good people today. Great group of lads, really accomplished anglers. I'm looking forward to getting round to the swim, get a bit of bait out and getting a fish on the bank. It's going to be hard work, but I reckon we're more up for the challenge. Got myself some new clobber. Got to represent now, haven't we? Let's get some carp on the bank, come on. Everything is pretty much set up, ready to go. Got to put bait on the rods. I'm going to have a little lead about, see what's happening all around these snags and stuff. I think I'm going to fish all around these snags. I think that's going to be a really good bet. I've got Luke Shepherd, the owner of Rig Lock, fishing next door to me. A few of the other katran boys are spotted about all over the place. But yeah, everything's a little tiny bit of a mess at the moment, but it's all inside the bivvy. It's all ready to go. I've got the bushwhacker, my bait boat, I've got everything that I need. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to walk around the other side and I'm going to try and throw a bit of bait in off the end of these snags and just down here into the corner. I'm not sure how much I'll get out. With this wind and everything like that, I don't know if I can use the bait spoon. I might just for tonight take them out with a bait boat, get them dropped perfectly on the spot. But for now I'm going to walk around and put some bait in by hand. I've shoved myself in the bush. This is where we're going to be fishing one of these rods. Sort of off the end of those snags there. You get a decent spread. Squid 2T down there. I'll do for that spot. We've got a bit of bait in a couple of different spots. Oh, I've got something on the screen, clean that off. Better. That's a bit better, I need to clean it properly. But yeah, it's hard to bait up this one, so just chucked a little bit of boilies in the general area. I'm going to bait boat the rest of it out for tonight. Maybe use the spoon. But yeah, it looks absolutely wicked down here. Really nice. Yeah, buzzing, man. Let's go get some rods in the water. Got a nice little decent handful of bait in with a spoon or the bait boat. I think we're going to do all right. Especially with this warmer weather that's rolling in for the next day or two. I think we've got a really good chance of landing a fish. So we're going to stick at it. I think we're going to stick on the spots unless we see something move. I'm going to stick to where I'm going to, well, I've got the spots already. I've had a lead about, really nice clear spots, a lot of weed in here, but I'm fishing in between weed banks and stuff like that. So yeah, feeling really positive. I think we're going to do all right. If we can get one on the bank, I'll be more than happy. The most important thing is that we don't blank. So we're going to work hard, get the rigs on the spot straight away. Yeah, just go from there really. All three rods are now out on their spots on Orchid lakes in Oxford. Yeah, absolutely buzzing for this. I've got some really nice spots, like I said. So yeah, confidence is sky high. I reckon I'll do all right. I think I'll have a fish or two out, hopefully anyway. But even if I don't, I hope somebody in the group does. The weather's picking up. It's a little bit warmer than it has been for the last few days, and it's supposed to stick like this all weekend. So the wind came down into this corner. Everything's promising. The baits went out perfectly. Yeah, buzzing, man. Stick this on record next to the rods. Who knows? Let's see what happens. But there's some big fish in here. Could end up with a 20 on the end. Could end up with a 50. There's one that they reckon right now is over 50 pounds, so it's in here. There's not really much else we can do. I've got, as always, my torrential hook link. That's my absolute favourite, especially for a water like this. I'm fishing tight up to all those snaggy bushes and branches over there, and then when they fall in the water, over time they rot away and go black. So this is absolutely ideal for it. I'm on the J Precision advanced wide gape hooks as well. I had a fish off these the first time I used them, so looking really promising. I'm swapping these out for the Kamakuras most likely, because like I said before, they're just too fragile for my type of fishing. I don't like to have the worry of bending the point over or anything. So with the J Precisions, they're just that little bit thicker, not too much thicker, but it gives me that little bit more confidence that it's not going to bend over on the cast, on the drop down or anything like that. So that's why I'm on that. Got my new katran scissors. These things are unbelievable. They go for years and years and years and years. They've been abused, tried and tested. Mate, these are unbelievable. Really, really good. To get some of them. But yeah, I'm gonna put the camera down and hopefully get a run on film soon. Come on the carp, come on the Orchid carp. It's now 5:15. Things are really, really quiet. There's been no fish out so far, but I did have a liner on my right hand rod a little while ago. The rod off. Let me clean that lens a little bit. The rod off the corner of these snags here. I had a little liner. The bobbin went up a couple of inches, then dropped back down. So yeah, it's good to know that there's fish in the area. And hopefully we can get a bite at some point tonight. It's going to be hard work. I know it's going to be hard work. This lake gets a lot of pressure. A lot of anglers come on here. And some really good anglers at that. So it's not an easy water. It's seen it all. We've just got to hope our rigs and our bait puts us in a really, really good position. But yeah, wind's still blowing down into the corner. It does look good. Really, really need a bite. Not yet. I'm a patient man, but hopefully we can get one tonight. It's now 6:30. Still nothing to report yet. But it does feel really, really good for a bite out here. Two of these rods have got the Krypton carp main line on, and one's got the elevate, and they're all absolutely identical the way they light up with the head torch. Yeah, super impressive stuff. It's the middle rod that's got the elevate on, and like I said, it reacts exactly the same with the head torch as the Krypton carp. It is now Saturday morning. We didn't have anything last night. I had a load of liners, so they were moving in and moving around the swim. I'm not sure where they were, but they were about. Definitely, I'm going to carry on fishing off all these snags. Look at the wind's calmed down today. It looks absolutely beautiful today. So yeah, I'm going to start getting the bushwhacker out, get the bushwhacker ready, get these rods back in, get the rods rebaited up again. Yeah, let's hope today we can change our fortunes and try and get something on the back. I think one of the lads had a bream last night, that's it, so it hasn't been fishing brilliantly yet. Hopefully that's going to change at some point. We really do need a fish on the bank. We're going to get these rods in, get everything changed like I said, and hopefully we can make something happen. Just brought in the first rod. It's in a lovely clear spot off the corner of that bush there, about 2 foot sort of behind it and diagonally out. I had a liner on that last night. I'm surprised that one didn't go, because that space is about the size of 2 dustbin lids and it is really, really clean down there. But like I said, I'm going to keep the bait going in on that spot. I'm going to bushwhacker this rod out, and fingers crossed we can make something happen. That's a really, really good spot though. If the fish come down and feed off that, I'm going to get a bite. It's really, really good. So fingers crossed we can really, really make something happen. The bushwhacker's there. I've got to set it up. But yeah, I'm going to continue to feed and fish from that snag all down this bank here up to this willow tree. Yeah, like I said, very, very quiet evening last night. Only one bream was caught by one person in our group, so yeah, hopefully at some point today something's going to happen. They're not feeding at the moment, but like I said, that can change at any minute. So we're going to get these rods prepped, get them back out there. Yeah, just hope for the best really. Something's got to happen at some stage. First rod is ready to go out on the spot. They've actually got a particle ban on here apart from the particle they prepare and make for themselves on site. It's £15 for 5 kilos. It's a mixture of maize, hemp, their own pellet, a bit of barley and stuff like that. So yeah, you've got to use that if you want to use particle or anything like that. I wanted to use a little bit of particle. This is what they're used to being fed, so they see it as a food source anyway. So I've got myself a little bit of that. Still using the Squid 2T boilies. We've got a couple of handfuls inside the bushwhacker, ready to go out. Little Squid 2T hot bottom bait right there. 3 ounce lead, 2-inch hook link all tucked up inside. I'm going to send that out right now onto the corner of the snags just there. Come on baby, come out a little bit more. Oh, that's perfect. Absolutely spot on. All 3 rods are out. A decent handful of bait around each one. I've been busy for the last half hour. It's just out of reach at the moment. It's sort of on the skirts of its signal, but I've got the margin cam in down here. Just behind this weed down here in the margin, right about there. Loads of house particle and Squid 2T boilies. Yeah, we're going to see if we can draw a fish or 2 in, I think. Let's see what we can do. It's been fishing really, really hard. Like I said, there's only been a bream out between us so far, which ain't good enough. So I put a little bit of extra bait in today, all fed out of the bait spoon. It's up to the carp now. The spots are pucker, the bait's pucker. Yeah, we just need a run, or maybe even one of these carps come and investigate the margin spot. Things are starting to look a little bit more promising now. Off the corner of this bush where I'm fishing here, just had a few more feeding bubbles popping up, so there's definitely something around the area. I've been troubled by a cormorant that's been diving and swimming across all the back here. Earlier this morning I had a load of bubbles pop up, and then the cormorant came from over here and then popped up exactly where my bait was, and then nothing happened for a little while after that. But the cormorant's nowhere to be seen, and like I said, we're starting to get a few bubbles popping up off the corner of that bush now, so yeah, starting to look a little bit more promising. Really hoping we can nick a fish out. It's been really tough going down here. Sinks and bends over really nicely. But also as well, I've been using Kamakura hooks recently. Oh. Oh, I don't know what happened there. wasn't fishing nowhere near there.
Oh really?
Yeah, I was fishing off the corner of that bush.
Oh, so you got picked up. Oh, fucking hell.
That was weird. The tip was even hooked round a little bit. It's typical, isn't it? Absolutely typical. Yeah, I don't know whether the line was maybe caught around some weed or something in the middle that picked it up and managed to go left a little bit, but...
Oh, mate. Fuck. There's definitely something going on.
That's why I picked it up. The rod was round, the tip was around. It must have been hooked around so it could come back this way, because the tip was there, the line's up there, but it was over, the hook bait's over here.
Moved you then?
Yeah, something's happened.
Oh, mate. Right, it's only been a couple of minutes. We'll start again.
Yeah, right. Jesus Christ, that was frustrating. I was filming a bit for Rig Locker and Katran fishing line being recorded, being filmed, and that right hand rod, excuse me, let me just show you. The bobbin pulled up tight to the rod, and that right hand tip was bent round to the side like that. But then when I hit into it, even though my bait is over there, the bait came out from the water there. So whether the line was wrapped around something sort of mid-water and the fish picked up my hook bait and kited left before the snag, I don't know. But when I lifted it up and brought it out of the water, the bait came back from there. So whether it was a liner, the fish sort of got wrapped up in the line, or the fish picked it up and kited left, I don't know. But the bobbin was tight, the rod tip was hooked round, and I hit into it and absolutely nothing. Absolutely gutted. That was the first little bit of action I've had here. But like I said earlier on, that it looked a lot more promising. It really did feel like something was going to happen. And that something did happen, but not exactly what I wanted. It's a bit of a kick in the teeth, but I do think that at some stage we're going to get something else. It has really been difficult, not just for me, for a lot of the people around the lake. And for the first time in months, I'm out in a t-shirt. It's absolutely beautiful out here now. Really nice. Like I said, we've missed that one fish. Let's just hope we get another opportunity. But right now, have myself a little beer. I'm doing a barbecue for all the lads that are fishing. So I'm going to do a good bit of grub. And hopefully we can nick another fish out or something at some point. But it really does look absolutely spot on right now. It looks so good. Oh, look at that. Yeah, beautiful lake. Down in the Thames Valley on Orchid lakes with some good blokes. About to eat some good food. Hopefully catch some big carp soon. That's what we're here for, that's what we need. Come on. Look at that. Let's cook a load of burgers and peri-peri chicken for all the lads we're fishing with. Got to look after your fella fishermen, and yeah, everything's a little bit quiet at the moment, but like I said, at any point anything could happen. It looks absolutely spot on, and hopefully with this weather change as well, they're going to move out the big body of water, come down to some of the shallower water down here. The forecast at the beginning of the week looked good, and it's following on spot on, so yeah, I'm hoping I have a nice little bit of food and cut the beers, and the fish are going to slowly follow. Definitely need something out though. Sunday morning, 7 AM. Nothing happened last night. I had a couple of liners on my right hand rod, and apart from that it was deadly quiet. And unfortunately it was the same for all of the lads fishing. The fish just, they ain't on it, they're not feeding. We picked the wrong time to come down, unfortunately. I'm a bit gutted because everyone's worked really hard to make something happen. But if the fish ain't feeding, they're not feeding, what can you do? Hopefully that sun's going to come out for a little while. I might stick a couple of zigs out or something. But apart from that, we've tried everything. So I'm just going to sit back for the last few hours, yeah, and just hope something happens. There's nothing else I can really do. There's nothing else anyone can do, which is a shame. But it is what it is at the end of the day. You can't win them all. But overall, it's still been a really good session. Done some good filming, met some good lads. Yeah, it's been a laugh, so let's just keep our fingers crossed that something happens at some point. Right, it is now 9 AM. Really quiet down here. Just everyone's left, everyone's leaving. Luke, owner of Gridlocker, he was in the swim next door to me, and Tony, the man who was doing all the proper recording and filming and everything, he's gone as well. It's just not happening down here. It's absolutely dead, and it's such a shame because, like I said, everyone's put in a big effort to try and make something happen down here. And if the fish ain't feeding, there's nothing you can really do about that, no matter what you try. They've tried everything. They've tried zigs at different depths, bottom baits, pop-ups, wafters. They've tried the lot. Maggots. Yeah, and they're just not having it, man. And like I said, it's a bit frustrating, a bit gutting, considering this is the first event that I've sorted out and the first time fishing with these boys. I would have liked to have a few more out, but we knew the sort of risk we was getting into when we booked this place. It's a difficult water as it is, let alone at this time of year. So yeah, it is what it is. I've still got a few more hours down here to hopefully nick a bite. I knew most of those boys was only booked in till 9 o'clock, so I thought I'd give myself an extra half a day with the extra, well, with the less pressure of the lines in the water, especially next door to me in this double swim up against the snags. It might give the fish a bit of confidence to move in and have a feed up without the line in the water, so that might pay me good. That might do me all right. So we'll wait and see what happens. We're going to leave the rods in the water. The sun ain't coming out. Let's bring these rods in for the last time. We just brought one in. It's come back perfectly clear. Look at that, perfectly clear, nothing on the hook, so we're presenting perfectly. Right, last one to come in. And there you have it. Let's put this down for a minute. It is getting miserable out here. Let's sort this out a second. Yeah, you see that? All three rods, they came in exactly the same, perfectly clear. On any other day, I would have absolutely hammered it, do you know what I mean? Like fishing on clear spots like that, decent bait, decent rigs, it just goes to show that they were not having it all, they're just not feeding. Yeah, really tough, man, especially when you know you put the effort in to find clear spots and you can't get them feeding, no one could. It's a bit of a kick in the teeth. But it is what it is, that's carp fishing for you. But this is me packing up now. I'm pretty much done. I'm going to put these rods away, and that is the end of another session. I'm going to clean the lens quickly. Yeah, that's the end of another session. It was really good meeting the lads, having a barbecue, getting to know some of the other team members and stuff like that, and trying a few new products, and just using some existing ones as well, and looking at some new products as well that will probably be coming out in the next couple of years or something. But yeah, it's a bit of a blank one for me, which hasn't happened in a while, so that's another bit of a pill to swallow. Not happy about that. But that's carp fishing for you. We do really well when we go fishing on our own. We come to something like this, and pressure's on and everything, and not to get one, it does hurt a little bit, but at the end of the day, that's fishing. There's going to be plenty more opportunities to catch a lot more carp. So yeah, I'm not too bothered. It is what it is. Anyway, I'm going to get packed up these last few bits and I'm out of here. But it's a wicked lake. It's got some big carp in it, this has. But like I said, it's not an easy water, especially this time of year. But yeah, I'll be out on the bank again soon, the next couple of weeks. As soon as the daylight stretches on a bit longer, then I'll be out doing the night sessions in between work and stuff again, which I'm really looking forward to. Just needs the weather to sort itself out a bit as well. It's miserable out here. But yeah, I'm out of here. Tight lines, good luck. See you in the next video.